Home sales plummet. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we're going to have a look at the recent home sales data released from the HIA. Now, we're all aware that the government has been juicing up the housing sector. Guys, we've had a recession, first one in 28 years, and I doubt people in the construction industry, everyone I'm talking to, would think it is insane as it is now. You can just see the number of housing projects that have taken off. It's just going crazy with home builder. It's juicing up the market. Okay, our government juices up the housing market to stimulate economic activity. Now, some people will say we should be spending it on social housing. I would argue against that. Here, think about it. 150 grand, you need to spend minimum to get, 15 grand? Maybe a bit more earlier. You're going to pay for that all in GST, and this will create more jobs. So every $15,000 the government spends, essentially giving you back your own GST after you spend it, mind you, is going to get them more bang for their buck. They'll 10x their expenditure. Where if the government is spending money on social housing, they're not going to get the same impact. For every 15 grand they spend, they get 15 grand of economic activity. That's why. Okay, it's got nothing to do with giving rich Uncle Gladys a new, extension or a new bath. It's to get economic activity. And they do housing because, the money flows through the economy several times over. That's the point of it. They get more bang for their buck to do it. It may not be right. It may be unfair. It may be why construction is just going up and costing more and more, and we're not really saving any money. They're really bringing future projects back. Oh, and there's this little thing called huge amounts of government debt. But what's a 1.3 trillion, 1.298 trillion between friends? She'll be right, mate. Chuck another shrimp on the barbie. So let's have a look at this release from the HIA. So lockdown weighs on new home sales in July. New home sales fell by 20.5% in July, with declines experienced in almost all states, stated HIA economist Tom DeWitt. HIA New Home Sales Report, a monthly survey of the largest volume home builders in the 5 largest states, is a leading indicator of future detached home construction. With lockdowns in multiple states restricting trade and eroding confidence, it is not surprising that fewer people were able to visit display homes, he added. Despite this poor result in July, sales for the 3-month to the end of July are only marginally lower than at the same time in 2020, when the first positive impacts of home builder were emerging. Sales for the 3 months also remained at 4.3% higher than the same time in 2018, which was a relatively solid year for home building. This solid level of sales following the end of home builder suggests that demand for detached homes remains robust despite the poor results in July. Low interest rates and changes in consumer preference for location of housing has been the major drivers for activity following the end of home builder. That's right. Technically, we're still feeling okay. When I talk about a home builder still, being out there, it's not that people are still getting the money. It's that people I'm talking to in the construction game are still flat out because of home builder. Sales data over coming months will indicate if recent lockdowns have impaired consumer confidence or if this July result is an anomaly. ABS housing finance data and approvals data indicate that the bulk of projects initiated by home builder have cleared the final regulatory hurdles. There is now a record number of homes under construction across the country, concluded Mr. DeWitt. West Australia was the only state to see an increase in new home sales for the month of July, up 8.5%. This was accompanied by declines in New South Wales of 14.8%, Queensland 25.4%, South Australia 29.4%, Victoria down 32.2%. Wow. States performed much better when comparing the last 3 months of the same period in 2018. West Australia was up 34%, followed by New South Wales up 12.5%, Victoria 10.9%, South Australia down 11.5%, and Queensland down 30.2%. And you can see here, this is the ABS seasonally adjusted approvals in the private sector, down to only 12,000. Okay, we're down, we've fallen to 12,000. Look at where it was, between 10 and 8. 10 and 8. So we are certainly well above where we used to be. This is the spike that we see here in this chart. Okay, this is going all the way back to 2006. So that 10 and 8, yeah, you know, that's pretty average for the long term. And here's HIA new home sales. So left-hand side, there you go, over 12,000. Look at that. Boom. There, that was that spike. Shot right up. And then another spike there. And I'm not surprised you had a jump in November. I thought you may have seen... Oh, wait, no, that's December, isn't it? Isn't it? November, December. There we go, right at the end of the year. Boom. And then March. Is that when Home Builder came to an end? Let me know in the comments. I think it is. I think it is. So, there we go, guys. New home sales have plummeted, but they're still insanely higher than they were before. They're, you know, about 20% higher than back to 2016. Guys, what does that tell you? We'll have to see how this chart moves forward. This is definitely one to keep an eye on if you're in the game, guys. You know, so what's the solution and or takeaway to this? Let me jump on my soapbox. Need to get a soapbox animation or something. So here we're having it, guys. You know, the media is reporting that new home sales have plummeted. We're down from, you know, over 14,000 down to 12,000, but we're still higher than it has been since 2006, since the data that I have from the AVS. Everyone I'm talking to anecdotally is quite busy as well in housing, but it may start to get a bit quieter. This is the thing. You can be flat out and busy, but it depends what's in the pipeline, how busy you are coming down in the next 6 months, the next nine months. And it depends on the type of projects that you have. If you have a whole lot of little projects, you know, you may be flat out, but you may not be making as much coin as one or two big ones and a few little ones. And I mean, here we're looking at the spec housing market that's all mass produced, all, you know, cheaper, jollier, and more efficient. But it's one to keep an eye on. Let us know in the comments if you're in the housing game, everyone. Are you flat out? How's it going for you? You know, everyone I'm talking to, and this is for my house, I've got lead times at the wazoo for different things. It's all fun and games, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and experiences on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.